top secret assignment. Are you sure they're ready to see this? All right, I think I understand the project. You guys weren't supposed to hear that. Hey guys, and welcome back to another certified banger. Today, I have the special task of revamping a fan's build. It has been a very, very long time since I've done one of these, but 'tis the season of giving, so I'm excited to start it. So, I guess first we'll show the build. It is this. Now, this is more or less of an idea. I wouldn't say it's a completed build, but the idea is some sort of setting for a movie place, but also a house, if I understand this right. They need a living room, a kitchen, a gym, and a gaming room, and a spot for an elevator, I guess? Yeah, it's a bit concerning, but I didn't overly love this layout. They did say they want some open space, but I feel like all of this space would not be used at all, and it would be empty open space, which is arguably worse than not having enough open space, at least in my mind. So I changed it up to this layout. Literally every build before this, I start by going into Blender and making all of the assets, but I usually end up with a pretty squared out building. Like, not really anything structurally cool. I let the assets do all the work, and it doesn't turn out that great. So what I want to do this time is all of the walls first, and make the building try to look cool before adding any assets to it, because then we're just elevating the coolness. So yes, guys, up first, I guess some architecture. Architecture? I think that's it. Let's build some walls. All right, guys. So I think I have a layout that I'm happy with. They do want this to be a very open build, sort of like a TV set where you go from one room to the next room, but they're separated like they're fake rooms. It's not like an actual house. So I added this in between, so it looks like a wood sort of holding up the two different sets. And then, I think this is a decent layout. They said they want a lot of open space, so I decided to opt out and not do doorways. Instead, we just have like an open set. For example, if they wanted to record a scene in this gaming room, camera could be set up like this. If they wanted one in the gym, like this, instead of having a very narrow doorway closing off a lot of this build. I think overall, I have the walls pretty much done. We've got the living room, which I think is way too big, so I may need to figure out how to edit that one a little bit. I like the gaming room size, I like the gym size, and I like the kitchen size. The living room, though, I don't exactly know how to go about editing it or how I want it. I guess I don't even have an idea for the living room. I'll probably take up this strip right here, TV, couches, rug, etc. And then this big open space, I could try to find a way to decorate it. And maybe we won't even make it the living room floor. Maybe we'll have that as completely something else. Now, which room do I want to start in? Let's get a very, very simple block out. Maybe we'll block out all of the rooms and then actually build them here in a moment. But a block out will at least be something. All right, bros, so I'm thinking cabinets. Something like this. That window might be a little high now. And then more cabinets over here. The center would be a sink. Something along those lines. Over here, we could have a stove. That works. After the stove, maybe some more cabinets. And then after those cabinets, maybe a fridge. And then maybe we could grab these ones and have like a double row of cabinets. Now for over here, maybe we could do a table or like, oh, we could do a cart on this wall. And we'll go ahead and put like a microwave and a toaster on it. I think that makes sense for me. And the top of all of these counters, I want to do this wood. All right, I think I have pretty much the block out of the kitchen. Now, for the color of it, I want to keep it a really fun vibe, but also not look like ridiculous. But I'm thinking of like a blue color, something like this. It's definitely loud, but I think with adding a few assets, it'll come together pretty nicely. I also may add cabinets up on this side as well, just so it doesn't feel so empty. All right, there's the kitchen idea. Let's go ahead and transform this into something that looks pretty nice. And just like that, I think the kitchen is good enough for now. There is some things I might change later, but I didn't want to put anything on this side or out here, trying to keep that open environment. I also took this cake out of my asset pack, and we're gonna set it right up here somewhere, just as like a little celebration. Nice little birthday cake. Of course, not on a plate, because yeah. But here's the kitchen. Up next, I think this room will be pretty easy, so we're gonna move to that. It's quite literally gonna be some elevator doors. I guess we could start blocking it out while we're talking. It's gonna be some elevator doors. Let me grab the dummy. Nice, we'll do something along these lines, and we'll do 2 sets of them. And then I'm thinking some sort of small table that will have some plants on it that I'll probably just copy and paste from the kitchen. We'll do that table here and over here. And then on this side, maybe some seats of some sort. Just something to kind of fill up that space. There's not too much we could really do. And then one more thing that we'll add in here just to add a little more flavor is some sort of a poster thing over here. Once again, not sure what it'll be, but just a good thing to kind of fill up the space. Maybe I should do trim in here as well, so the room doesn't feel so dead. We're gonna do trim too, guys. I'm just gonna copy it from here and kind of scale it all around. We will change the color to more of a gray. I want it probably in between these 2 colors. Ooh, I kind of like this one. So trim, some seating, 2 elevators, a poster, and then some tables with plants. This transformation should be like this. It really doesn't get much easier than that, guys. It is what it is, right? It's a little entrance room. There's not too much I could do with it. Hopefully they do some cool scripting stuff with it. I'm not sure exactly everything they're going to use this build for, but considering where we started, this was our entrance room. It looks like they want some sort of an egg purchase thing right here as well. So I'm gonna need to add that to the entrance room, which will also take up some space. I do like that. But we went from this. I just noticed they actually used some of the assets from the website. This entrance room and this kitchen to this entrance room and this kitchen. Definitely quite the upgrade. Before we forget, I guess I'll add the egg thing. I'm literally just gonna take this egg and I'll figure out how I want to display it later. In fact, I think that could take the place of this. We'll put it right there for now. Oh, I forgot the trim on this side as well. I am slacking. There we go. Up next, do I want to tackle the living room, the gym, or the gaming room? I did add these little purple light strips. I thought that was so cool. Super simple, but I thought it was cool. I think up next, we're going to tackle the living room and just kind of keep working our way around. Because the gaming room, I'm not looking forward to. The gym, it'll probably be pretty fun. I do already have some assets from my pack. A scale, some weights, you know, the normal stuff. I also have these couches for the living room. So let's move on to that. And I guess instead of using blocks for couches, we have couches we can use. Let's grab our dummy. Let's size these up a little bit. I think they could grow a bit. Something like that. I always build a little bit oversized. You guys know this. It's just my style at this point. I think we're gonna have this couch off to the side, something like this. I do want to maybe push this in a little bit. So these could be like maybe back here. I'm trying to think how an actual living room would be set up. I've never had any like big houses, so I don't know if the bigger the house, the different the setup. But I do know your couch has got to be pretty much touching, okay? Now I think this back wall, we're gonna slide it forward just to cut out a lot of this extra space. And that'll also help it not feel so weirdly empty, I guess. I'm thinking something like this. We'll have to fix our windows because I guess I didn't group those. Something like that. Let's pull this floor in as well so you can't see it through the windows. That would be just ugly. Do the same with all of this stuff. And then we're gonna have to fix the wall over here as well. And to do that, all we have to do is expand the gaming room wall. There we go. Now all of that matches. We can have a big green screen taking up a lot of this corner, and that will kill a lot of the dead space. All right, guys, here's what I came up with for the green screen. As you can see, if we look at it from this angle, it looks like one part, okay? But I can assure you it is 5. Look at this. There is 0 corners. So obviously we have this, and this. I guess it's only 4 parts, but we don't have any corners, which is absolutely nutty, and it will fully give off that green screen effect if anyone comes in here, meets up with their favorite YouTuber, or just some of their friends and they want to have some green screen fun. Now back to the living room, let's finish out this block out. So obviously we need some sort of an entertainment stand, okay? I think that is going to take up about this much space, be a little bit taller, maybe a little bit further back. Then I want to do a mounted TV on the wall, a pretty big one, of course, because we are fancy. After that, I think we need some sort of a rug. So let's just kind of scale this something around here, I think. Then I'm going to copy the plants from over here just as more decoration. I love reusing stuff, man. These are going to be a lot taller in the living room, though. Like more like trees instead of just a little plant you would have on your countertop. So we're going to put one of those on both sides. Honestly, not looking too bad at all. Very simple, very nice, very clean. All that is left... Oh, man, I don't know what's up. Like this middle strip, man, I genuinely hate it. And I don't know what I can add there. I might just add like a wall in the middle just to feel like it's broken up, but I genuinely don't know. Up next, we have the gym or the gaming room. I'm not looking forward to either of them, but I'm gonna go with the gym. All right, the gym is it's gymming. You could definitely get a little workout going on in here. The last room we have to do is the gaming room, and then we'll be done with this transformation. Now for the gaming room, I do not want to make a whole bunch of neon stuff and a bunch of like gaming accessories and everything that's just gonna take a very long time. So I'm gonna do it half bedroom, half gaming room. That way I can put stuff like a bed or dressers to fill up some more space. But I guess we can't do anything until we do a block out. Let's get our colors back to semi-normal. Let's grab the dummy and let's start this block out. First things first, we gotta have the desk. After all, first priority, this is indeed a gaming room. I think the desk will go right here. Now I think to both sides of the desk, maybe on this side we could do a filing cabinet of sorts, and on this side we can do maybe a dresser. This room is so big, bro. All right, guys, I'm gonna try to cut this room down as well. It's gonna look a lot better if we don't have so much open space that's just not filled up by anything. All right, I'm gonna cut it like this, because then we can center these and we'll have our desk, filing cabinet, and dresser, and then we could put like a plant in the corners or something. It'll just be a lot better. What else can we put in this room? All right, since this one's gonna be a tall dresser, we'll have this one as the long dresser. That's not as tall. And we'll put that like right here. And then we'll grab our plants and we're bringing the plants in, boys. Hashtag pro gamer move. And by pro gamer, I mean possibly just a little bit lazy gamer, but I think it will look good nonetheless. We are gonna darken everything up. This is a gaming room, and there's not too much light in here. These vases we could turn to like a gray. I think that would look a lot better. And this guy, we're gonna just clip that a little bit into the trim. I don't think it'll matter too much. Now the other stuff that I want to add in this room is gonna be like wall lit poster type things. So check it out, guys. I have a little bit of an idea here. We're gonna take this back piece and make it neon, and then we'll just kind of copy this color, and we're gonna do the classic hot pink and teal vibe. It's the easiest thing to make look good in any gaming room. And we'll just run something like that, group those together, and now we can get another one to put over here. We'll scale this one in so they're not the exact same size, and then we'll make this the teal. As you can see, it'll work. All right, guys, I just got everything finished up, and I think the before and after is pretty sick. Here is a quick walk around of the fan build, which is also pretty oversized. So mine isn't this oversized, but that means they like the style. Anyways, we have a little gym over here, living room, kitchen, entrance, and then the gaming slash streaming room. Now, over on my side of the build, we have our elevators, which are pretty decently sized, I'd say. Some chairs over here on the floor. We can walk straight into a big open space, just like they wanted. I forgot to anchor the lights. Nice. A slightly oversized kitchen, but everything does look pretty good in my opinion. Then we have our living room right here. We can look outside and see a mesh pack. And then the gym and gaming room are right over here, guys. Here's the gaming room, once again with an unanchored light. And here is the gym. I'd say overall, the before and after is pretty sick. This video is definitely a little bit of a longer one. So let's get you guys out of here right after we answer 3 questions from the previous video's comments. Question number 1, can you add bicycles to your dream game? Short answer, yes. Longer answer, will they be here on release? I'm not sure. Question number 2, will there be a trailer for the game? Absolutely yes. I'll probably make the first one, and then if the game is successful, I do want to work with a company called Barrier 4. They have some very insane trailers. They've made them for, I'm pretty sure, Emergency Response Liberty County, Jailbreak, probably a ton of other games. They make some really cool stuff, but they're definitely pretty pricey, I would imagine. So if the dream game goes good, we're going to try to work with those guys. Last but not least, besides PC, what other devices are going to be able to play the dream game mobile, please? The goal is every single platform, console, phone, PC, maybe VR way later. I don't know, but for now, the main 3, we definitely plan to have them.